So I've been trying to put this story together. The It's another installment of the Rip Van Winkle story. In the first Rip Van Winkle, we had the World War II vet grandfather who had the secrets to this Illuminati contest that he put his he started training his grandchildren until he found the strongest one, and then he trained this grandchild in this contest. The contest kind of gets overblown with the elites and everything, and the intelligence agencies come in. Well, there's more to it because there was when the grandpa was in World War II, he was in the OSS, which was like the intelligence, kind of like the intelligence branch in World War II that went after the Nazis with special forces and stuff. Well, they attack this bunker, and they take over this bunker, and in the bottom of this bunker, they find this machine that's set up, and they don't really know what it is. It appears to be a magnetic bar that's been folded. It's very ornate and intricate, and what they don't know, but what they're looking at is what comes to be known as the Earth machine. And it bends space and time, and it creates a portal, a miniature black hole, which is a portal to a bigger black hole. Okay, that things have been thrown into since the beginning of time. Like hell is in there from the Bible. It's references like you get thrown into the gates of hell kind of thing. Well, because there's life on the Earth, because the Earth is so unique. This machine was naturally created. Okay. It's a representation of the Earth in like a machine. Okay. And it animates. It can come to life. That's the thing. But when they find it, the Nazis have set it up to where they've corrupted it. They've been throwing things into this machine, into this black hole, innocent people, chaining them together and throwing them in to see what happens on both sides. They're trying to communicate with the people that they send in there. So anyways, after the fall, of the Nazis and the end of World War II, they bring it back to America and they duplicate it. And one of the things that they do is they try to create this financial ethics system to where the grandfather goes around as an American cigarette salesman to like every other part of the world to distribute cigarettes and stuff, but he also brings this machine and sets up a system to where if you're unethical on Wall Street with lots of money, you could disappear into this machine. Like you'd get sent through, your contractual obligations would inevitably put you in a situation where you would have to confront this product, and it'd be this machine. So anyways, so it's around the world. There's the original one that's in America, and then there's duplicates that have been made all around the world. But through bad ethics and everything over time, these machines become corrupted, almost kind of like what the Nazis were trying to do. And with the advent of signal technology and everything, they start sending the internet gets sent into this black hole, and it creates this dark web almost of hell. Because anything you send into this machine, it doesn't really go away. There's a remnant of it, if it's conscious, there's a remnant of its consciousness that remains. So there's these levels since the beginning of time to where you get all the way down. It's almost like levels of hell to where you get down into the bottom of this black hole, and it might even be the devil himself, might be Satan, down there. So, with this machine, over time, especially with the advent of the internet, they start contacting these different entities that are down in this thing, and they start throwing things in, and because of the nature of all these black holes and things from our world being put in and teleported to space somewhere, it creates this rift, this pull on space and time here on the world, to where you start having the world almost starting to get pulled, and reality starts to shift to where they might pull us into their reality, or we might get pulled into multiple different realities at once. So Rip Van Winkle is called upon, the guy's grandchild, to fix this problem, right? And because he's been trained the way he's been trained through his subconscious mind, they think he might be able to go into the original machine, face whatever challenges are down there, kind of like gather up as much of the reality as he can and bring it back out, right? So that if he's able to do this, he will like save as much of reality as possible, and they can close it all down, right? Well, so he goes into the machine, but it's kind of strange how they do it, because they have this thing set up to where they're not sure if he's even going to make it through the trip into the hole, because they connect him to like everything that they have ever since the end of World War II and the fall of the Nazis. They connect him to like all that weight, and then it pulls him in, right? It pulls him through this black hole, to where they're trying to suspend him on the other end too, and he has to go down into these levels, into this black hole, and fight whatever's there, whatever person, whatever strongman might be there, or solve whatever puzzle or riddle is there, to so that he can bring as much reality back with him as possible that is good and real. And how he's able to do that, I don't want to give too much away, and I can't spend too much time. But that's one of the Rip Van Winkle stories. It's so in the end, what happens is he's able to do it, and he comes back out, and reality is pretty much intact, except Rip Van Winkle has now permeated space and time and reality to a point where he's almost like a demigod character, okay? But he doesn't know it. That's the thing about Rip Van Winkle, is he doesn't remember going through any of these experiences because of the way the contest has been set up. And that's another notch on his belt when you want somebody on your team who has been able to control time, like the fabric of time and space. And but it's an impermanent thing, because he's not even conscious of the fact that this is going on. But good things start to happen for him, and after a while it just goes back to normal. So that's my idea for one of my stories.